Jumar sir,
yes.
നമ്മൾ ലൈവ് പോവാണ് സാറേ.
ഓ ലൈവിൽ രാവിലെ തൊട്ടേ ലൈവാ.
സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാണ് സാറേ.
102 വരെ. Okay. So good evening.
Hello friends, good evening. We are continuing Vijay Kumar sir session. Now marketing sir started marketing and ethics this evening. So we are commencing.
Okay, thank you Mr. Vijay Panikar for introducing me on this fine evening. And also all of the trainers, please listen that today we had a session in the morning, and due to certain connectivity problem I had to cut off because the power has gone, everything has gone up for the sorry, and that has been converted to Mr. Vijay Panikar also. Okay, well anyway, welcome to the evening session of this new venture, what is called Telegram Come Live project. So we have discussed so far about the distribution was there because the last P that is not the last P, 2 P's has to be I have to explain 2 P's more. That is the last P which we were discussing is about price or distribution, and the other P is that of pricing. So pricing and distribution is very, very important in 4 P's. So almost you see in marketing, the marketing mix consisted of price, product, place, and product, price, that is distribution, and price is there.
PPT.
I will put it.
Okay.
Just I will introduce it and I will make it. So the product 4 P's are there. So these 4 P's, among these 4 P's, again we have explained about the product. I have explained to you, and the other place is going to be explained, which is going to be the distribution point. Because once a product is manufactured, for example, I am manufacturing a pen, that has to reach the customer. I have made it as a product. I have made some pricing. I have made it as a product which is available to the customer. I have made an element of profit there. This product is with me, that it has to be announced to the customer. That is promotion. So price, product, promotion, and distribution price. These 4 P's are very important. Now we are coming to the distribution channel, which is very important, that is the passing of goods from the manufacturer to the customer, how it is channelized, how the transit period is going on between the manufacturer and the customer, and how the customer is satisfied by getting this. This is what is called the distribution point. That is what is also in P, it is called place. Okay, well anyway, we will go through this PPT and I will explain you the main things. Okay, so just a minute. Distribution. See, one of 4 P's of marketing mix is that of price or distribution. Effective and efficient delivery channel is the key factor for the successful marketing of products and services. It is inevitable because, see, I have produced a thing which has to be marketed and everything is promotion is over. I want to distribute to the customer, and the customer should know. For that purpose, I have made certain promotional activities which you have seen in the morning. That is advertising I have done personal selling also I have done, and other communication tools we have seen. So these are all the promotional techniques. Now this has to reach the customer. How the goods has to be reached to the customer. This is a technique. There are certain techniques which are to be followed in marketing. These are all the distribution channel. That is market information. Distribution channel consists of market information, promotion, physical delivery. So distribution channel consists of three things. Just a minute. So market information is, what is market information? What is promotion? What is physical? So distribution channel consists of main things, that is market information, promotion, physical delivery. And among this market information, contact and negotiation is necessary. That is the something. That is a substitute, not a substitute. That is an element in market information. So distribution channel consists of the main thing which is called market information, promotion, and physical delivery. And this contact negotiation is an element of market information, and financing discovery is the promotion. And physical delivery is always there because that shows that the goods has reached the customer, how it is going to reach, right? Okay, now we will go through this distribution channel. So who are the distribution people as you know, because the product has been manufactured and there are certain intermediaries. There are people who are struggling their best between the manufacturer and the customer, and the good has to reach there. These people who are acting as intermediaries between the manufacturer and the customer is known as distribution channel. So distribution channel involves a critical stage, that is the final stage, which has to be transported from manufacturer to the consumer. So the people involved there are called distribution channel. There may be some wholesaler is there, retailer is there, some commission agents are there. So many persons are involved there. So what is this market information? So the distribution channel people has to get some market information for the successful distribution of the product. What is this market information? So distribution channel consists of these things. See, market information. The channel arranged to gather intelligent information regarding competition, potential customers to the product. The dealers and distributors act as eyes and ears of the producer. See, the channel distributors are the eyes and ears of the manufacturer who are manufacturing the goods, and they are the eyes and ears because they would like to get so many information from the market. That is why it is called the marketing information itself. They will get so many information, whether our product is competitive, is there any product which is available at a cheaper price than ours, what is the competitor's policy, is the same product is there. So whether our product will withstand in the market by sending this to this place of market, or shall we see some other market, whether the customer will buy. So these data will be analyzed and got by way of distribution channel. This is what is called the market information. So don't forget, what is market information in distribution channel? If they are asking, that is gathering of information through distribution channel who are employed during this distribution system is marketing information. Gathering of information, you should remain in mind. So any question comes, you can write. So next is contact and promotion. So through market contact, the channels assist in promoting the products. Normally it is because market contacts are there. They may be knowing about so many buyers to whom they can contact for supply of these goods. So that way they are promoting this. That is a simple thing which you can understand. And moreover, there is another element is I told you about negotiation. What is this negotiation? The word negotiation itself shows that there is something going on between one person and another person. Negotiation means there may be some negotiation between the price, negotiation between the quality of the goods, etc. Here negotiation means these channels negotiate and settle final price by the buyer. So what is the final price to be given to the customer? And the wholesaler will be some element of profit. In between wholesaler and retailer is there, he has to get some element of profit. So these negotiations will fulfill these type of things which are involved in between the customer and the manufacturer. And last but the least, financing is there. So without financing, nothing can be done. A standard company, just like suppose Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, they are the prime premiums in making medicines, and if they want to get a stockist or if they want any wholesalers, the wholesalers has to accede or oblige certain terms and conditions on the company. They will give wholesalers, they will appoint stock points, and from there the medicines will be supplied to wholesalers and retailers. So in order to get this stock
sir, PPT yes. They are all asking, sir.
PPT is not seen. Sorry. Oh,
yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, friends, we will share it now.
I'm sorry, because I was on the way of going lecturing. I'm sorry for the same once again. Is it visible to all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I will start once again, don't worry, because it is my mistake.
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir. You can continue, sir.
Okay, so the goods, I will start from once again. So as I told you, the goods reach from one place to another, and the distribution channel involves so many people. They are called intermediaries and they are called the distribution channel people. They are in between the manufacturer and the retailer. These people get so many information. So what are the distribution channels consist of? These are all the things you see. Click. So distribution channel consists of market information. What are all these market information? What are the market information we can get? Promotion, and last the physical delivery. Even in market information, there is contact negotiation. That is what I was explaining. Contact and negotiation is there. In finance, in promotion also, there are two elements called financing and risk coverage. So physical delivery will automatically take place if you fulfill these two market information promotion, which consists of four elements. So let us see what are all these things in distribution channel. So distribution channel, as I told you, consists of so many persons involved in between the manufacturer and the retailer, and these people are the eyes and ears of the manufacturer or the manufacturer of goods or the wholesaler, whatever it is. So these people gather so many information regarding the product, regarding the marketability, how much price we can offer to them, is there any competitive products available there. So market information, in short, in distribution channel means gathering of information by the people involved between manufacturer and the retailer. You remember this word, gathering of information, that is must. Now, contact and promotion. Through market contacts, these people will have so many touch with the people, so many touch with the market information, market driven economy is there. So many people will be able to buy this product. So they may be having some spot points wherein they can sell their products. These contact and promotion activities will also be helpful for the distribution of the goods. Now, distribution channel also consists of, I told you, four elements. Two elements are now here negotiation. See, the manufacturers, the people who are in between them will be negotiating some to settle final price. What will be the price? Sir, what will be the price you are offering? This is the price, sir. Sir, it will not fulfill the purpose because there are so many alternate products which are available. I mean, in a small price. So we will change the price, or we will say some alternative, or we will modify something. So these type of negotiation will take place between the channel people and the manufacturer, and the channel people will also get the information regarding the price level by which the product can be sold. Apart from commercial, see, just a minute. Apart from this commercial activity, see, financing is a must for everything. If you want to make something, so as I told you, Dr. Reddy's laboratory is there, Hindustan Liver Limited is there, even Abbott laboratories are there. So many stock point goods, so many mega companies are there with quality products. Immediately it will be sold in the market, no problem, because that much promotional activities has been taken, that much promotional product mix has been taken, that much promotional activities has already been done. So as soon as the goods reach in the market, people are ready to buy this. So such companies need certain financing activities to be done. So if you are going to, as I told you, Dr. Reddy's laboratories or Hindustan Liver or even Rakit and Coleman, big companies, even Bata Shoes, so many companies are there, mega companies are there. They are the dealers in respective goods. If you want any dealership, they need some money by way of caution deposit, or some deposit will be there. So the stock point who is to be appointed has to deposit some money with the manufacturer. So they will take this deposit, and they will also extend credit facilities to these people also. Don't worry, because you will get credit facilities. You give us some deposit service, that will be caution deposit. As soon as you release this goods, or as soon as you cancel this agency, we will pay with it. So multinational companies need some sort of advance amount from the stock points or wholesalers to make them as wholesalers. They also buy goods against deposit, and they also give credit facilities to them. This is what is called negotiation and financing in distribution channel, right? Just a minute. Risk coverage is there. So what is the risk cover? Assume the risk of everything out of the channel. They assume the risk of carrying out. How the goods are to be carried, whether by lorry, whether by train, whether by even flight people. So people are exporting vegetables and fruits from here to Dubai, especially from Kerala to Dubai by way of flight. There is a risk coverage is there. If anything happens to the fruits and vegetables, who will bear the loss? Whether the manufacturer or the exporter, who will bear the loss? Manufacturer will not bear because he has already sold to the stock points or the wholesalers. The wholesale people has to take certain risk, because for insurance or some sort of coverage should be there. This is what, how to face the risk. if anything happens to the goods. Then physical distribution, the last but the least, for which we were, the channel people were trying their less by way of gathering information, by getting negotiation and talks, and by way of getting finance, etc. The last but the least is the delivery of the goods to the final customer. They also handle the logistic activities which include warehouse. Sometimes we need some warehouse facility also. Say for example, 1 ton of cement is coming. Where to load this? I am telling you simple example. So if the cement is getting ready, or if it is a rainy place, we cannot stock it outside. We have to stock up inside the warehouse. Similarly, some other perishable items are there. Even for rice and wheat, we need some warehousing facilities. So how to arrange these warehouse facilities? That is also the functions of distribution channel. So these are all some of the distribution channel work. And now, see, there are certain distribution channels are acting like direct and indirect. There are certain reasons in distribution channel for direct and indirect channel. So what are all these? Let us see. The goods reach from the production center to consumer through a chain of entities associated with the distribution process directly or indirectly. Directly or indirectly. So that is what I am telling you. In distribution channels, direct is there, indirect is there. Only in indirect activities, people are involved. In direct channel, no intermediaries are involved. This is an important point which you have to note out, because direct distribution channel, nobody is there. It is a zero level channel. I will let you know. These intermediaries are called, as I told you, distribution channel. The channel members add value to the products by ensuring the end use consumer receives the product. That is the main job. And we have seen the functions of also. See, distribution channel types. In case of direct marketing, that is why I told you direct marketing is there. See, I have made it as a bigger one so that you may be able to see it in a visual way. So in case of direct marketing channel, the producer directly delivers directly without the involvement of intermediaries. This type is also known as zero level channel. An example I can tell you, Amway or Modi product, etc. There are so many other examples wherein the manufacturer directly sells the goods to the consumer. So this is called, there is no intermediaries are involved. This is called direct. For example, internet banking we are giving from our bank. Nobody is involved there. We are directly given to the bank customer. Customer is enjoying with this. There is no intermediaries available. So there is a direct channel is there. Nobody is involved. This is what is called zero level channel. However, in indirect marketing, see the word between direct and indirect marketing. In direct marketing, no intermediaries are available. Please understand. And in indirect marketing channels, one or more than the intermediaries involved in distribution process. So in distribution process, one or more, sometimes it may be 2, sometimes it may be 3. It depends upon the distribution channel which they select. In case of business distribution channel, the producer, sometimes in business channels, they may send their own agents as distribution channel. They may be having their own agents. They may also act as the distributors for the goods. So there may be some third parties will be involved, and there may be some, other distribution, just like third parties there, their own people are there. For State Bank of India, we are having our own State Bank of India live people are coming and they are marketing their products. That is also one of the distribution channel available. See, as far as a bank is concerned, what are the distribution channels? These are all the distribution channels. As far as a bank is concerned, this is the ultimate point which we have to take it. Okay, let me see, something is in the chat board. Is it necessary to discuss it now? Is it necessary? Okay, okay, thank you. And location personalized services. Branches are the most important network point for a bank as far as the bank is concerned for channel management. So the distribution of all goods and products, whether it is a liability product just like deposit, whether it is an asset product just like banking, or alternate products just like IT product just like digital platforms involved, that is mobile banking, ATM banking, and internet banking, and other banking facilities including mutual funds are given by the bank from the branch itself. So branches is the most important network. Location personalized services. If the location is nearby to a customer's house, he is the happiest man. He is the happiest man because he will be going to the branch and he will be enjoying the facilities. But nowadays, everybody is equipped with the digital platform. There is no need to go to the bank unless and otherwise there is a high need or an important or a priority need is there. In need, there is a priority and you have to go there for signing some documents or opening the locker or something like that, or pledging the gold even. So there is no need to go to the branches because almost all the people are migrated to digital channels. So branches are one of the networking people, first sentence. Second sentence is these people who are sitting in the front line are the people who are marketing the products. No other person. In back end only processes is going on. Regional office nothing. They are only supporting you. Head office some people are there and they are managing our activities. So you are the right people who are sitting in the branches. That is the branch network is selling the product and they are making revenue to the branches. So location personal services is one of the most effective channel tool for branches, sorry, banks. Then ATM is there. See, one of the see latent demand. Latent demand is another word which I can use for increase the potential of the product. So this product is a highly effective product for ATM. See, ATM means it is an effective tool for the bank to market their product as well as to engage the customers to do their transaction either through debit card or going through some other menus by way of giving requests. There are so many menus are available. Checkbook request is there, balance inquiry is there, so many requests are there. And moreover, you can withdraw money, you can even deposit money through cash deposit machine, and even see for withdrawing money and currency, etc. Even see, this is just like a mini branch. Mini branch is functioning there, except loan processing, everything is done there. So as a marketable tool for a channel management, ATM plays a vital role. No, even nowadays, even some electronic kiosks are there in so many private banks. Kiosk means you can go there. There is a electronic device is there. You can make all the transaction there. And if you are going to deposit money, make your deposit account, etc., everything, and make your denomination. And the reference number will be coming. You show the reference number to the chief cashier. Automatically, everything is done. There is no need to stand in the queue. This is what is called kiosk. In LCAC, HDFC, some kiosks are. I don't know about nationalized bank because still I think some kiosks are not there. Some digitalized bank it will be available. So first of all, branches, then ATM, then net banking. This is the most important thing which is available because through mobile banking, you are able to do anything at any time because it is a wallet which is inside your purse for ladies and inside the pocket for gents, which is having almost all the details of your banking details. So mobile banking is there, tele banking is there. If you call in a tele banking, that is toll-free number, you are able to get so many informations by way of telling what are the requisite informations they are asking. That is, your date of birth may be asked, your name, what is sometimes your PAN card number may be asked, or what are the registration you have done through that account that will be asked to you in order to identify whether you are asking or something. So immediately an answer may be coming. This is an effective tool used by the private banks in my opinion. So this is an effective one. And miscellaneous thing we are having. The safe deposit locker facility is there, safe custody of article is there, we are issuing letter of credit, guarantee is there, and so many other things just like mutual fund investment, portfolio management. We are doing so many things. So these are all the distribution channel of the bank as a whole. As you know, you are all fully equipped with all these things. There is no need to tell again and again about this. I hope so. Okay. Just a minute. People are scrolling in my desk. So kindly avoid scrolling so that it is easy for me to take the class in an effective way. Otherwise, I will go and clear all these things. Okay. Sorry. Now, what is next? So this is all about distribution channel. Distribution channel, nothing is more than what I told you. Now we are coming to one of the most important channel, which is called pricing. So unless you price a product, you will not be able to enter in the market. That is the main thing, isn't it? So because I have made a pen or I have manufactured a pen called Lexi, for example, I am manufacturing Lexi pen. So what is the effect of it? How can I market this without pricing this? I should put a price for it. So unless I put a price for it, I will not be able to get the required result for which I am starting this venture. See, understand that one main point, every venture or every business is for making profit. Banks are also instituted or incorporated in India because to make a profit along with service. So if your profit is going on red, the monitor RBI will not allow you to withstand so long as your balance sheet is in that. So we are also having the main motive is to make profit, and making profit depends upon the pricing activity of a product. Whether it is an organization or a service industry like banking, pricing is an important tool which we have to make. So what is price? Price is the money charged for a product, as I told you. Simple thing that I am having a product like this. See, I am having a pen. I have started manufacturing a pen and I would like to sell it. I am putting it as a 10 rupees as cost price or whatever may be the price, including my element of profit. I can sell this pen for a rupees 10. I can get a marginal profit out of it. So like that, every product should be priced. In free market, the process, the demand and supply is the thing which is in the economy, which determines the pricing transaction. That is how it can be priced, because some products are having high demand. So it depends upon the demand and supply in the economy. Price proposes the consumer the following. So how it is beneficial to the consumer? How the price is beneficial to the consumer means it helps to allocate their purchase of various products. It gives information of quality or value of the product. So first of all, when different types of products are priced in different products are priced by the different companies, and these prices are high. Whenever there is a price, there is a quality inside it. They are saying this is a quality product. Nescafe is there or brew is there. So many standard and not substandard variety. In standard variety, there are so many price discrimination is there. Some is there priced in high, some is priced in middle, some is priced in lower. So it gives the information what is inside the product, is it a quality product or not, and after it allows you to purchase the product. Suppose your income does not make you to purchase this thing, you have to allocate your income according to the value of the price. Suppose you are going to buy a product which are of high quality, which is priced there. Normally you will turn your mind to another variety which is of the same quality or a little bit quality which is similar to that, which is reduced in a price. So normally it allocates the customer to make their purchase decision in an effective and transparent manner according to their income level or capacity to or the propensity to purchase. Okay, so here it gives, as I told you, it gives information of the quality of the product. Now let us see what is pricing. So mistakes in pricing affect the profit and growth of the industry. So mistakes means there may be some mistake in the pricing that will price, because if a mistake, suppose I told you I have manufactured a pen, I am going to sell it for 7 rupees. Almost I have spent 6.5. There is no profit. Sometimes it may not sell. If it is not selling, I am forced to sell for 6 rupees. There is a loss. So mistake should not happen in pricing of a product, whether it is in the service industry, whether it is in the organization, because if there is any mistake in prices, that will affect the profit of the concerned organization, whether it is bank or any other organization. In banking industry, the price determined by Reserve Bank of India, and nowadays prices for most of the banking products are determined by market forces. So we have to take in banking, the pricing is mainly for, that is what is the pricing means, we are charging interest on loans and advances, we are charging interest on deposit products also. This is the main pricing which follows main pricing, I would like to say. So in this capacity, when we are going to price our product as per the Reserve Bank of India guideline, because Reserve Bank of India often announces at least in a quarter a thing called the monetary policy. So in that they will say we have reduced the repo rate, we have increased the rate, depending upon the condition. I think today or tomorrow another policy will be, we are awaiting, and there is a likely rate of repo going up. That is the visualization which I have found in some business purpose. So economy is like that. So whenever the repo rate is increased, normally banks will tempt to increase the loan product also, because they want to withstand in the market. There is no fund available, because almost all the funds has been squeezed away by the weapon called the repo market instituted by the Reserve Bank of India, just like CRR and SLR, because this will be wiped off, excess money, because inflation is going at a higher rate. That is what they have found. So normally price of the loan will be going up. Similarly, they have to rise in order to get the funds, the deposit products also. So there should not be any mismatch between the asset products and liability products. So if the liability products are not priced according to the optimal level, or it is little bit higher than the deposit products, asset products has to be charged like that, otherwise there is no revenue. Have you heard about that net interest margin? That is interest on loans minus interest on deposits for the net interest margin. This should be a margin. This is the main revenue for the bank, and other revenues are there: non-interest income, locker rent, and I mean guarantee income, letter of credit, guarantee income, minimum balance, so many things are there, but the mainstream is interest on asset product, that is loan minus interest charge on deposit product. This should be priced correctly. This is done by our asset liability management. And let us see what are the pricing. So what are the factors including pricing? Profit and market share. What is this profit? As I told you earlier in this beginning of the session, profit is the main factor for every industry. And if an industry started, it will start with the profit only. And what is market share? What is your contribution of the bank in the economy? What is your profit? What is your total business? This shows the market share. If you are standing with a good profit and good sales turnover of your product, you are in a better suitable position in the economy. That shows your market share. So in order to reconcile between profit and market share, pricing acts as a very optimizing tool for this. So it depends upon what are the factors which affect the pricing quality. We will discuss in a short manner because we don't have the time to discuss everything in a detailed manner, because this is only an vision.
You must, sir, PPT, sir.
Yes, okay.
PPT, yeah.
I'm always forgetting.
Yeah, friends, please wait. Sir is sharing the PPT.
Now it is visible enough?
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for reminding me, Mr. Vijay Panikar. And this is, see, there are different type of products. See, these are all the things which I have exhibited now. Sorry for not producing it earlier. So pricing depends upon profit and market share of the product is depending upon the pricing. So pricing should be done in a reasonable way. And there are certain factors which influence the pricing of the firm or a service industry like bank. What are all they? Sustainability, cash flow, status quo, product quality. This is the thing which I have shown in the portrait. So profit, as I know, profit is the main objective of pricing of a product in today's competitive business environment. Banks should price their deposit and loan products, as I told you, to generate profit. As the profit margin is under pressure, that is what I told you, the net interest margin is under pressure. So we have to be very careful whenever we are pricing our product. Whenever there is a rise or fall in the repo rate or like that, we should be very protected, and our net interest margin should be protected always, otherwise there will not be any profit. Let us see sustainability. So this is the examination point of view which we are discussing. The factors which relies on pricing is sustain the competition. To sustain in the competitive, bank should strategically price their asset and non-interest product to generate sufficient income to match their cost of deposit. To match their cost of deposit, because we are paying interest on deposit, that is a cost for us. And the cost of deposit means how much cost we are incurring in paying the deposit interest. So that has to be taken into account. And non-interest bearing product, that is other in non-interest income, also taken into account, so that we can sustain in the market while pricing. Then there should be some cash flow, because product should consider the gap between the assets and liabilities in a particular. This is bucket, means these are all used in asset liability management. Forget about that. Whenever you are making any pricing of a product between liability product and asset product, there should not be any gap. And if there is a gap, big gap, that has to be studied and that has to be taken into account in a serious way. So market share, as I told you, what is your contribution of business in the economy? What is your profit? How far you have reached in your business? This shows the market share. This also to be taken into account while pricing. Product quality, there is no compromise for the product quality, because product quality is always important, and product quality should not be compromised for anything. So improvement in product quality requires huge expenditure. Sometimes some product, as I seen in the morning, I have shown you introductory stage, growth stage, maturity stage, and declining stage. We may be modifying the product So when you are modifying the product, you need some huge expenditure. Sometimes you may eliminate that product by way of drop error. And if you are eliminating, completing the product, there is no need. But if you are going to modify that product with a high expenditure, that requires second thinking, or bank should take more extra care whenever you are going to. Suppose our loan product is not that much enough to attract the customers, depending upon the competitive industry, how we can price the product. This is the most important thing. So what is the expenditure required for this improvement in this product? Is there any huge expenditure? So shall we leave it as it is, or shall we go for any additional product to be given along with this product? These are all the thinking of the management which should take place. So there are certain internal factors which influence the prices. Objective of the firm, no needing to save, only profit with the service as far as the bank is concerned. And with this a business organization is concerned, it is only profit. So both corporate and marketing depends upon the factual thing, that is profit only. Life cycle stage of the product, as you see, introductory, growth, maturity, and decline stage. These stages has to be considered. In different stages, we have to adopt different strategies. These are also influencing the pricing factors. Characteristics of the product, whether it is a perishable product, whether it is a ready-to-buy product, whether it is a product which needs some more time to launch in the market. These are all the characteristics of a product. And cost of manufacturing, marketing, how much cost we have incurred and how much is going to be incurred for marketing the product, including the promotion and distribution expenses. These are all the factors which influence the internal factors, either in the organization or in any service industry, which affects the pricing strategy of a company or an organization. Okay. So there are certain other factors, external factors. So the factors has been classified into two types. One is internal, another is external. So what are all the external factors? Demand and supply, naturally. So in economics, you might be saying that demand and supply, if there is an equilibrium, it will be static. Equilibrium means demand and supplies are equal in a specific curve. So demand should not always equal with the supply, or supply will not equal with the demand. It occurs only in certain incidental time, sometimes. So whenever there is a demand, the supply will be reducing. Whenever there is a huge supply, demand will not be there. Sometimes demand will be moving. It depends upon the market, depends upon the economy. So demand and economy, demand and supply of a product also decides the pricing factors. Market forces consumers' behavior. As you see, as per Maslow's theory, the consumer's behavior also plays a vital role. Whether I should take a car loan now, or shall I postpone it? Whether I should go for a personal loan, take a gold loan. Like this, consumer behavior will be depending upon the product, and whether I should buy the product because I am using peer soap, which is costly now. Shall I go for some other product which is less costly in an organization? Like that, some thinking will be there, and market forces, how the market is there influencing this product, whether it is competitive or not. These are also external factors. Competitors' policy, bargaining powers of suppliers. So I am going to bargain, sir. You give me a lot, 1,000 or 100 numbers of things. I will pay you only wholesale price. Okay. So it depends upon how the manufacturer will think. He will think that if I am going to price this, I have to sell in a reduced price to the wholesaler. That also to be there on. Then competitors' policy. So what is our competitors' policy? This you will get from the distribution channel. They will be getting some feedback from the market. And this policy also should be taken into account. What is the policy of the competitor? ICICI is banking, giving credit card without any, whenever they are giving a personal loan, they are also giving a credit card without making any service charges. Only at the end of the year, they are going to make some charges. Otherwise, they are going to add some add-on charge for spouses. So these are all some of the techniques which is used by our competitor. What we have to do when we are pricing our product, whether our price will withstand. Special factors means you avoid that because that is for higher classes, that is for environmental factors. Okay. So here, what are the different types of product pricing methods? So pricing methods, we should be very careful. There are certain different prices. This is the examination point of view when you are going to study this. So markup pricing is there, absorption pricing is there, perceived value pricing is there, value pricing is there, going back pricing is there, option type pricing is there. These are all different types which are used in an industry. Let us see what is markup pricing. So while fixing the price for a product or service, consideration should be given to many factors. The price should either be neither too high or too low, because the price of a product should be considered in a transparent way. It should not go too high, too low, because it depends upon the profit which you are aiming while fixing the product. Okay, let us see what is markup pricing. See, the price fixed by adding a standard markup on cost, both the variable and fixed cost. Example, loan products which are priced at an above the rate. Okay, let us see. Here I have an example. I hope I have an example here. Yes, markup is the difference between a product selling price and a cost, a percentage of the cost. For example, if a product sells 125 rupees, which costs only 100, 25 is the margin profit. That is simple, because here you have heard a word called fixed cost and variable cost. Those who have studied cost accounting may be knowing about fixed cost and variable cost, because fixed cost remains the same for a product to a greater extent to a period, because variable cost will be only different. So taking into consideration the fixed cost as well as the variable cost, the manufacturer will add a certain percentage of element of profit to that product, and that will be fixed as the price. This is what is called markup pricing. So markup pricing usually used for new products. Okay, new products. Now let us see what is absorption cost price. The price is fixed after adding the required margin for profit to the total cost of the product. That is, yes, see, in markup pricing, we are taking only the fixed cost as well as the variable cost. Here we are taking almost all the cost which has been absorbed by the product. That is, the cost is absorbed because of rent, as a insurance, etc. In addition to fixed cost and everything, it is also absorbed. So here, let us see the live example. See, absorption costing, sometimes called full costing, is a managerial accounting method for computing all costs associated with the manufacturing a
Jaiib sir, sorry to disturb, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you can stop that screen sharing because some markings coming.
Yes, yes.
We will do one thing. We'll stop the screen share. Again, we'll share, sir.
Achha, okay.
Yeah, one more time share, sir. That friends, one request is there to all of you. Please don't mark on screen because you will get the disturbance. So kindly don't mark on screen.
The time will be going because I have to clear.
Yes, sir. We can continue, sir. We can continue.
Okay, no problem. Sorry for the trouble. I'm sorry. The suggestion will be accepted. Okay, absorption costing means managerial accounting. See, normally it is a managerial accounting method. See, earlier we have seen in markup pricing, the fixed cost as well as the fixed cost is taken into account and a certain percentage has been included. For example, I incurred only 4 rupees for fixed cost and 2 rupees for variable cost. So 4 plus 2, 6 rupees, and I am adding 4 rupees for the product. 4 rupees is my element of profit. That is what is called market rate. Here, I have incurred, I am manufacturing a product for which I have incurred fixed cost as well as variable cost as well as some other cost which has been absorbed in the product by way of rent I have paid, I have insurance I have paid, direct labor, indirect labor, everything I have paid. This also will be added. This is what is called absorption costing. Remember that the word absorption means all the costs are absorbed. Okay. Now we are coming to the next pricing method, which is called perceived value pricing. Price based on the buyer's perception value. So sometimes the price will be bought by the buyers according to the perceived value. They have a value in their mind, and we will be fixing the price like that. Let us see the live example which I have got here. Let us see. What is perceived value pricing is that value which customers are willing to pay for a particular product or service based on their perception about the product. Perceived value pricing is not based on the cost of the product, but it is the value which the customer thinks that she is deriving from consuming a product or a service. Especially in fashion industry or jewelry industry, or even some cosmetic industry, this perceived value will be put, because according we will think that the product will be priced. If it is priced like this, they will buy it. I am going to make a necklace with a diamond. This will be attracted by the people when they are paying lakhs and lakhs of rupees like this. Not only that, in addition to some charges will be there. So this is the perceived value which I am deciding. I am going to make a standard size of coat which is very genuine for vendor as well as for official. So this coat consists of, this coat will be sold for again 1000 or 1001 rupees. You will not get. I am telling an example. 1000. I am perceiving the value, perceived interest of the customer. I am taking into account and fixing a value. This is what is called perceived value pricing. Now there is so many. Going rate pricing. What is this going rate pricing? Because see, the price of the product or service is fixed on the basis of market price. Because market price is there and we are fixing the price according to the market price. Price charged by certain sellers are similar and the leader in that segment initiate the price change followed by others. For example, I am telling you, ICICI banking is charging 6.65% for housing loan. We are having, for example, 6.70. Okay, they are propagating it, and it is going on there. There may be some other charges we do not know. There may be some other initiative from the private bank to sell this product. They may be adding some other product along with that. We are also adding some other product just like insurance, etc. But we are still that 6.70. So he is the leader in the market. Normally he has changed the price to 6.65. So naturally others will follow this method. Normally they will be also tempted to change the price. This is what is called going rate pricing. Normally you might have seen in the market that some of the products are initially costed and some of the other products, the similar nature will be easily available at a lesser price, similar product. So normally the price of that company product, the company may tempted to change the price to this level in order to reach the market and reap the profit and as well as to increase the sales volume. Okay, this is what is called going rate pricing. Value pricing, price compared with the similar facilities will be charged at a lower which the consumer feels is getting better value. Suppose interest charge on personal loan may be 15% against the interest charge on credit card. Suppose value price means, see, compared it to similar facilities. Suppose a person has been given a personal loan and a credit card loan. So when the credit card arrears are taken into personal loan, the personal loan interest will be less. He will say, sir, you have to pay only 12% interest. We are taking all these arrears into, but he is charging around 38-40% for credit card. That is another area. So this is what is called value pricing. So when there is an interchanging between two products, one product will be compensated by the another product and they will be charging according to the their higher price will be there. So value pricing, according to the value of the customer, this will be changed. Because one person is ready to absorb this arrears by way of personal loan. I am ready, sir. You may take this arrears to personal loan. I will be remitting this. But while giving personal loan, he is satisfied that the bank is offering at a very lower rate. But at the same time, the credit card, the balance has been charged at a higher rate. So this is what is called value price. Okay. Auction type pricing. This is most prevalent in nowadays. There are so many auction type pricings are available. One of the oldest methods consists of English auction, Dutch auction, and sealed bid auction. See, these are all three methods, not usually based on banking product, but these are all outside. But there is a relevance with the banking product, not banking product, banking activities. So under English auction, one seller sells to many buyers by fixing a floor price. Suppose I have a painting, a famous painting is with me, I am in London. So a famous painting is with there. Otherwise, a Wimbledon player is going to sell his racket. So he will think that this will get around $1,000 or not $1,000, $1 lakh, for example. So this is highly positive, $1 lakh. So people would like to buy this. There are certain people who would like to buy it and preserve it because Sachin Tendulkar has used his bag. I want this. If it is going for auction, people will be there for auctioning more and more. If Sunil Gavaskar's bat like that, it will be auction. Like that players, Wimbledon bat is going to be auction, or painting is going to be auction. There will be people who are going for a higher price because they need this product. They are attracted this product. So the buyer for the seller will increase the price according to the buyer taste. So it will start with, say, for example, $1,000, $2,000, then again $3,000. When he reaches a certain level, the buyer will stop this. Says, I am going to fix this one time, second time, third time. It is what is called, purely it is an auction. Auction, you might have heard in our area, auction. Auction is taking place and the highest bidder will be given the product. This is what is called auction type pricing under English auction. So here, under Dutch auctions, many buyers are involved. It is opposite actually. The seller caught the highest price and slowly reduced the decreasing price and the sale sets the deal. So seller at first reads that, sir, this shirt or this coat or this type of material is costing more than 3,000 rupees. So he will arrive a price in his mind. If it is auctioning at 2,000 rupees, I will be getting a profit. So people will say, sir, I will buy it for 1,900 or 1,800. It will reduce like that. When it is reaches a stagnant point, the seller knows that it is a deal for me. He will immediately close that price and he will go. So reducing price method he will use. So under sealed bid auction, you might have heard in government departments and banking departments that we used to, suppose any renovation or something is taking place, we used to have some sort of repairment or something is going on. We used to go for bidding tenders. Tender will be given, and for tenders they have to give some earnest money deposit, and this earnest money deposit will be taken care of. Those who are giving the lowest tender will be given the work. So a sealed cover will be there, a work will be stipulated, and the quality of there is no compromise for the quality of the work. So those who are offering the lowest tender for finishing their work will be given. So the cover will be open. Who has given the lowest tender for this work? They will be given the work. This is what is called sealed bid auction. This is usually happens in government departments or other charitable institutions, or even the banks are, it is used to happen because bank used to describe this, because if there is any renovation or any thing has to be built upon the second story building or third story building like that. Okay, any renovation or any construction activity is going, or any electrical work is going on like that. Now, the pricing methods help the firms, banks to work out a suitable pricing methods and option. Pricing strategy is important. So pricing methods are different, pricing strategy is different. That is one of the questions. The pricing methods helps banks to work out the suitable pricing methods and option. Pricing, what are the markup pricing is there, value pricing there, persuasive value pricing there. So many methods are there. Pricing strategy is different. Pricing strategy is important and approach classes various issues and to compare the advantages and disadvantages, and also help in reviewing various situations before finalizing. So you are taking into account so many pricing methods. You are comparing which price will be there, analyzing the different strategies involved in that, and you are fixing any type of price which you prefer, which will be comfortable for you, which will earn profit for you, which will be suitable for your product. That will be fixed. So that is what is called pricing strategy. Okay, just like marketing strategy, pricing strategy is also there. Geographical pricing is there. See, different prices are fixed at different customers based on various locations. Suppose, just a minute. Okay. Sorry for the trouble, because the battery is running low, so I have to switch on the battery. So geographical different prices are fixed for different customers based on various locations. So what is this? Because suppose you are fixing minimum balance for a product. SB account. Geographical areas are taken into account in multi, that is in corporate or in municipal area, above municipal area, metros, you are fixing some amount, and in semi-urban and urban, and depends upon the population, depends upon the style of the work you are pricing. That different prices are fixed for different customers based on the various locations. Psychological pricing is there. Many customers have the feeling that higher priced product are of better quality. Suppose my friend says, I will go to a shop and buy a shirt. I am asking you, why don't you buy Louis Philippe shirt? What is this Louis Philippe? I don't like it because I don't have the money to spend, so that, because I will tell him that, see, whenever you heard about Louis Philippe, I do have the pleasure of wearing that. Because even though it is priced at a higher level, I think that Louis Philippe is the best shirt available for me, because it gives me comfort. But that man says that I am also wearing a shirt because I don't want that Louis Philippe, etc. I want a shirt to wear and I feel comfort on that. So many customers think that whenever a product is priced high, that is also a quality product, and they will be tempted. This is what is called psychological product. For example, leather bags which are suitable for ladies will be priced. I have seen in market a similar product will be priced at 3,000. So they will think that, so if I am going to pay 3,000, it will be a good leather variety, maybe or may not be. So according to the psychological impact of the customer, this will be perceived by the seller and he will price according to that. Promotional. To push sales, many promotional events are handled by firm and buy one get two, etc. Sometimes there may be a sale for one get two free or get one free. In banks also we used to do like this. See, whenever there is a festival season, we used to say that processing charges wait or 50% processing charges there. Buy and get it. So some free things are there. This is what is promotional. So we want to promote the product. Discriminatory pricing is there. Different prices are charged for different customers. So different customers, senior citizen given 0.5. In a theater, if the boy is below 12 years or below 10 years, he will be given only half ticket prices. Like that in airway or railway, you have to take only half ticket. So different pricing methods are followed by for different customers. But it is not suitable for a new product. Understand that. That is the main thing. This will be asked for a question. Discriminative pricing is not suitable for which product? New product. If you are going for a discriminative pricing for new product, the product will fail in the market. 100% sure. So discriminatory market means different prices are offered for different customers. So whenever a new product is launched, the company will not go for discriminatory pricing of the new product because it will not earn much revenue because it is in the initial stage, introductory stage, as you have seen in the bell-shaped curve which I have shown you, that is introductory, growth and maturity and finally decline. So this should be taken into account. So this is another method of pricing. Here, product mix, most complicated area depends on various acts like product line, pricing. Product line is there. In product mix, product loans and advances, how many product lines are there, how to mix and how to product it, whether we can do anything, something which is similar to that product, whether any, suppose you are going to a IT hub, you are getting 100% loan at a ready price because you got it marketed. So we are thinking that shall we go for a small reduction of percentage of interest with the permission of head office or regional office because we are getting a bumper order. That means 100 or 150% loan with the corporate salary package is nothing because we are earning something, and we will think either to give some sort of reduction in the interest or to give a credit card free of cost. So like that, this will be done. Then market skimming, this is important. Proceeds practice a new type of product. Initially, the product will be priced higher over a period of time, will be reduced to attract more customers. Think about Apple phone, iPhone, because initially the price will be high. For every Apple phone, whenever they are introducing, they are using this method. Initially, the price will be high other than any phone because of the brand product, because of the product, or because of the brand equity in the mind of the people. They don't mind, they will increase the price. But as a matter of fact, normally when it comes into the market, initially they will be producing at a higher rate. Then they will be reducing because Samsung product or other Vivo or some other mobiles are coming with similar features. They will be tempted to reduce the price also. But by that time, they might have migrated to some other area of some other higher version. This is what is called the market skimming. Initially, the price will be higher. Then when they entered in the market, they will reduce the price. So market penetration is also there. Under this, initially lower price is chargeable to attract more customers and in order to penetrate into the new market and to increase the market. So initially lower price will be charged. As soon as they get any market influence there for the product, they will charge more for the product to withstand in the market. Okay. Bank pricing, bank revenue depends on interest income and other income. Banks price their loan as well as deposit products by taking into account various factors such as monetary policy issued by RBI and capital adequacy norm. This is important. Bank price depends upon what are the factors: monetary policy issued by the Reserve Bank of India and capital adequacy norms. Okay. So this is nothing. So these are all the things for as far as a marketing is concerned. Okay. Hello, my dear friends. I hope you enjoyed and you got some idea about marketing. And for different type of, different type of groups, I have also shared some MCQs on that. You study that MCQ, and if there is any further doubt, you can also contact me for marketing. Now we are going to another subject, which is also included in your Jaiib syllabus, which is called ethics. What is ethics? Why should ethics be included? IIBF has included this subject also along with you whenever you are studying regulatory aspects, accountancy you are studying principles and practice of banking, and marketing you are studying. Why they have insisted for ethics? That is the main problem. That is the main bone of contention for us. Why should we study ethics? What is ethics? What is that thing? Let us see what is it. Okay. Let me give the share screening just first of all. Just a minute. Give me a second.
Friends, please wait. Sir is sharing the PPT of ethics.
So I think the screen is visible to all of you, unlike Esther.
Yes, sir, visible.
Yes, sir, because I have committed some mistake. Okay. Well, anyway, ethics in banks and financial institutions. Why this ethics in banks? Why this ethics in financial institutions? What is this ethics? Why should we follow ethics? These are all the things, these are all the bone of contention, $100 million question, which is provoking the bankers as well as other things. Sir, why should I study sir ethics? Sir, all the portions I have covered, I will be getting 60% mark. Again, this great subject, this is a great subject. It is not easily digestible. It is just like another economics because we have to go through certain things, some psychological impact or something is there, how it is related to banking, how the bankers are doing, was there any different type of ethics are there, why should we follow all these things? These are all the whirlpool of subject which is contained in this ethics. Okay. So what is this ethics? Is there anything called ethics? Yes. We do have ethics. We all have ethics. We may be demonstrating it in sometimes. Sometimes it will not come. That is the main problem. So ethics means you are finding what is good and bad or what is good and good. So is it easy to find out between good and bad, or is it easy to find out even between good and good? You have to find even between good and good. So that is the there. So let us see what is ethics. See, ethics are the principle of conducting, governing an individual or a group. Okay, ethics are the principle of conducting, governing an individual or a group. That means it may be concerning with an individual or a group, and ethics relates to what is good or bad and having to do with the moral duty and obligation. So is it necessary to think whether it is correct with the moral duty and obligation? Having to do with the moral duty. So ethic is different from moral and value. That is entirely different. And we have to see what are the different type of ethics and what is ethics related to. So the word ethics is derived from the ancient Greek word ethikos, meaning character, with the essence of values and habits of a person or a group. Here, I have to tell you that this word is derived from a Greek word. There is a Latin word also, Greek word it has derived. That is called ethikos, meaning character. So what do you mean by this character? What character plays in your role, in your life? Whether you are satisfied with your character which is demonstrated by you in different aspects of life. So whether it will help you to achieve the ethics habits in your life. So well, anyway, try to understand that ethic is derived from the word character, which is otherwise from the Greek Latin word that is ethics, ethikos. Okay, ethikos. Okay. See, there are certain different type of ethics. Just a minute. Professional ethics. What is this professional ethics? See, we are bankers, we are fund supplying industry. Fund supplying industry, that means in one hand we are dealing with the funds, in another hand we are dealing with the loans. So loans are not easily given. We are accepting the deposit and from the public, because whatever may be the deposit which we are getting as per the standards of rate of interest given, as per the KYC rule, etc. After fulfilling this, we are getting deposit, and we are also supplying the funds to the needy person. That is why I say fund supplying industry as well as fund receiving industry. So bank is an intermediary. So when bank is as an intermediary, they have to be very careful. The credibility and the sincerity to the work should be there. That is what is called professional ethics in banking, especially professional means. Who is a professional means? One who completes the work within the time frame given with the sincerity and promptness. So if you are able to do your work, suppose a work has been assigned to you, you are doing the best of it within the time frame given, and there is no mistake in it, you are a professional. Whatever may be the work, whether it is banking or whether it is outside the banking work. So due to the key role in economy, the while working under the principle of confidentiality and principle of that is what is called integrity, etc. Banks have also to professional ethics as well to be followed. Then organization ethic is there, defines the code of conduct in an organization. What is this organization standing for? What are the rules which we have to follow in an organization? This is called organization ethics. Business ethics is also there. Ethics, so there is a business thing in there which we have to follow certain principles which are designed by the business ethics policy. Because once it is documented, once the policy is documented and given to the employees to follow, the corporate people, they can design or they can allocate their time, and they can see that this is the corporate management can ensure that the industry is going in the right way. There is no need of interaction between the employees again and again to sell. Suppose uniform has to be wear, or you have to wear tie. There should be a huddle in the industry for every morning. These are some of the code of ethics which are designed by the business ethics and designed by the certain organization on the day-to-day life we have to follow. So once these things are documented and given to the particular industry people, the employees has to follow this. There is no doubt they have to follow this, and they can follow this with a good intention. Business ethics are the principles and standards that determine acceptable conduct in business organization. So organizational defines the code of conduct in an organization, and business ethics is business refers to the applicable of day-to-day moral and ethical norms to business. Business ethics are the principles of standards that determine acceptable conduct in business organization. What are the principles we have to follow? What are the things we have to follow in an industry? That will be given to you. There is mission and vision for the industry that has to be followed. These are all the business ethics. So professional ethic is there, organizational ethic is there, business ethic is there. Being ethical in business requires acting with an awareness of law of the land. What is the law required to be acted there? Is there any rule and regulations to be followed? That also has to be taken into account when you are dealing with this. When you are dealing with these people. Okay. So what is the law? Suppose you are working in Chennai, in an industry, in an IT industry. What are the law prevailing there? What are the things which instituted by the government there? I am telling you only an example. What are the laws of land which are instituted there that you have to follow, including the custom and expectations of the community. The community expects something from you. So the community means those people who are dealing with you or you are dealing with them, either from either side, they are expecting some sort of customs and expectation of the community. That should also be dealt with because they are expecting something. Principles of morality. That is, see, morality means what moral principles we do have, what moral discipline we are expected to give to the people which are around here. That is what is called principle of morality. That is also one of the business ethics which requires policies of the organization and general concerns such as needs of others and fairness. What is this needs and fairness of others? For example, in banking industry, you are dealing with the customers. What are all their needs? Are you able to satisfy their needs within the banking parlance, within the policy framework? Because we have to comply with the compliance angle. So compliance culture should be there. So work with the compliance is necessary because we cannot allow anybody to work without compliance because there are certain rules and regulations to be followed by us, instituted by the government of India through RBI, that has to be followed. And when we are following this, that compliance culture will be shared, and such as needs of others and fairness. What is the need of the customer in a banking industry is concerned? What are the needs you are going to give them, or what needs they are having, and how fairly you are dealing with their needs? Are you dealing with them? This once I told you about customer delight, etc. Because the perceived interest of the customer is different. He may be thinking something in his mind that cannot be fulfilled by a banking industry because we are having certain occupational hazards. So there are so many hazards in our industry which cannot be given. Sir, I need a housing loan. This manager is not at all giving to me. So that there should not be any fairness because we have to go through the standard policies instituted by the bank, whether his income is sufficient, whether he is a regular employee, these are all things. So apart from that, see, we have to deal with the fairness of the employee. If he has given in time all the documents, has it been given as per the lender's policy, etc.? Has we given everything to him? Has we ordered him everything to get the documents? Example, I am telling you. So general concerns such as the needs of others or fairness, especially in banking industry, we have to follow. See, we think that ethics and moral are the same. Moral are derived from the word MOS meaning customs, in accepted in an say culture, religion, or defined by group. See, moral are that is narrower in scope, can be expressed as general rules and statements, are absorbed as a child from family. Societies have customs. So these are all the moral standards, because moral standards means we are deriving everything from the childhood owners or from our parents or from our schools or from our other seniors which are telling us. But ethic is entirely different. It is in short, I am telling you, it has a wider scope. It has people, that it has no religion, it has no culture. What you are deriving over a period of time through your character and how you are deliberating to others, or you are going to expose these to others, is showing that ethics. How you are going to be analyzing between good and good, how you are going to show this to others, are the main cardinal principles of ethics. Ethic is not the same feelings. See, we think that feelings are ethics. For example, you are sitting in the bank and you are having some sort of people are cubicle and they are speaking each other and you don't like to speak and going with them. Your ethics will not allow. That is one of the, this is not a feeling. See, your feeling says that you should not go there and speak with them because we have to attend the customers. We have to be diligent. We have to be sincere in the industry. So your ethic is different. Their ethic is different. So ethic is not the same as feeling. Everybody has their own feelings. So feeling is not ethics. Ethic is not religion even. Hindu, Christian, Buddhist, Jain, or Christianity, or nothing is there. Ethic is not religion. It is a general thing which is derived out of your character. Ethic is not following the law. Because even though, suppose in a traffic jam, one person is there, he doesn't know, he cannot see the other people. He's, he's lost his eyes. He cannot, he's a visually impaired man. So you want to help him to cross the zebra line. So you are not seeing any law or anything. You are helping him through the zebra line. You are giving him a rescue operation. Okay. So that is on the other side, because you are not seeing if anything will be objecting or the traffic man will be objecting, etc. Another thing is you are having senior persons are standing at the long queue on the back side of the queue, and you are sitting there, but your ethics shows that why don't we give the payment to them, because there are so many persons standing in the queue. We have already given the token to them, but they are standing at the fag end of the queue. Why should we disturb them? Call him and give the payment. This is another ethic. So ethic is not following the law always. Ethic is not following culturally accepted norms. We have so many accepted norms, as I told you, through moral ethics, etc. It is not an accepted norms. Ethic is not even science or social. It is not following the science or social, because it is entirely different. It is not an invention. It is not science. It is not social. It is something else which you are deriving from your character. See, we should have the principle of integrity is very important, because integrity means what? The principle means that there is no intention to treat the business partner in an immoral way. You are not treating your colleague as an immoral way, whether it is in the business, whether it is in any industry, or some other undesirable way of treating business partner. So you are not treating anybody as an undesirable man. You have your own integrity. You are also not questioning the integrity of others. That is what is called integrity. Then what is principle of objectivity? Because you have some sort of thinking in your mind, you are not going to question everybody about this, because the principle of objectivity is to lead a good life, to lead everything in a sincere way, and to have a good character, to be helpful to others also. So this objectivity is with you. If the other persons are not having, you should not question them, because they will be like that. You can do this as far as possible. Find between good and good. Do this. Principle of confidentiality. So confidentiality is always there, because in certain respect we should be very confidential in matters. Certain things we should not expose to anybody. For example, your account with any person, the details should not be told to anybody. That should be kept as secret as possible. So the principles of professional competence and due care should be taken, because you should be professionally competent to do your duty. The professional behavior also plays a vital role whenever you are in the ethics. That shows the principle of ethics. So there is something called ethical dilemma. Ethical dilemma occurs when there is a sorry. So when there is a dilemma, means it's what to do. I don't know what to do, because there is a problem in my bank. I don't know what to do. I am the leader in the bank. I am the leader, supposed to be the leader elected by the employees. There is a conflict between the staff and another staff, or there is a conflict between one staff and the customer. This has increased in such a manner that nobody is able to compromise. We do not know to whom it is the mistake is. It has fired away. So in a business, there may be very difficult to take the decision. And moreover, the manager who is managing the business will be also faced with certain moral and ethical issues taken. So right or wrong, how to find out the good and good, how to make this. Suppose somebody is going to give you some bribe or something, that is against ethics. We should not follow that principle. That is against the ethical principles. Ethical dilemmas. How to find the ethical dilemmas? What are the guidelines there? Find out the problem correctly. What is the problem? What is the problem, or who has instituted this problem? To whom I can contact? Whether I will get a good result out of it. If I am contacting them, will it be desirable? Or if I am contacting him, what will be the result he is giving? Whether he will give the good result, etc. These are all the ethical dilemmas in workplace. Suppose you are having some problem with you, you are thinking how to make it. So define the problem clearly. So how it is related to others, empathy. That is, you should show how it is going to be. Had it been happened to that person, what would have been the reaction for him? Had it been happened to me, what would be the reaction? So certain sort of empathy should be there. The situation over which it has occurred, and how to find the solution for that, to whom I have to ask, who will find the good solution, etc. These are all the ethical dilemmas. So when ethical dilemma is there, what you have to do? Whom do your decision or main result actions in your, can you save the problem? Are you confident that your possession will be as valid as long period of time it seems? Can you ask your boss? Or what are the various potential of your action? Under what conditions would you allow expression to your staff? So these are some of the ethical dilemmas. So whenever there is an ethical dilemma, application of, sorry. And so whenever there is a problem, see what you have to do, there may be a question there, ethical dilemma is there. So what are the answers? Define the problem correctly and consult with others. Because there is a disobedience or a moral minor misconduct by an employee in the bank. He is not obeying the instruction. The manager immediately charge sheeted him, for example. So for charge sheeting him, he should obtain some sort of permission from his senior head. He should have consulted, he should have appraised the position to his senior manager who is there as a regional manager. He should consult with him. Otherwise, he should consult with the workman director who is there as an employee. See, this employee is not doing this. I have a weapon here. I am going to charge sheet him, or I am going to give him a memo. So if he is doing from his own intention, there is a ethical dilemma in there. He should consult with others. He should consult with his boss. What I have to do? If I am doing this right, find out which is good and good. He should be punished, of course. A punishment should be given. But what type of punishment? What type of thinking I can do it? How it will reflect others? How it can be eradicated if it continues? These are all the things of ethical dilemmas. Okay. So application of ethics to the decision concerning the employees in the organization related to the hiring, promotion, wages, extension of personal standards among the people who comprise the workforce. It requires abolition of all kinds of discrimination and exploitation. So these are all some of the ethical dilemmas we find in the bank place, because there are certain employees who are there who are outsourced. They are permanent, they are not permanently there, whether we can continue with them. Are we paying a fair wages? So do our institution has a fair paying policy for that? These are all some of the workplace ethics which is related there. Workplace means what are the ethics which we have to follow? So factors which influence the ethical behavior at workplace in an organization is moral standards. Here comes moral, not ethics. See, moral standards is what we have studied, what we have studied from our parents, studied from our childhood, studied from our schools, etc. That moral standards should be applied here. The management and the co-workers opportunity engage in misconduct. The management and the co-workers should immediately plunge into action in order to avoid any misconduct in the workplace ethics. So discrimination in employment, suppose some employees doing good things, so some screening practice will be bad, some return test policy or whatever it is, screening policy for higher promotion, what are the conditions of promotion practice, even sometimes dismissal may be there in the organization. So merit is ignored. Suppose some people are doing their best and the manager has to give him a good report. Based on this report, he will be getting the promotion. So if the manager is not giving a good report, despite his working hard, despite his showing the sincerity to work, he is doing some sort of what is called discrimination in employment. So discrimination in employment should not be allowed. He should follow the ethics also. So workplace harassment, this is also very important thing, because workplace harassment is sexual harassment is going on at a very aggressive thing, though not in South India or North India, it is almost there, because some of them are silent, we cannot project it. So this conduct of verbal or non-verbal physical contacts which include commenting, unwelcoming, touching, requests. So this may be asked as a question. Sexual harassment in workplace indicates what? Non-verbal physical contacts which include commenting, unwelcoming, touching, or giving a cup of coffee. Giving a cup of coffee is not a sexual harassment. Others are sexual harassment. It causes great psychological harm for defenseless employees. It violates an employee's most basic needs. So the women are the most strugglers if they are there. It is a crusade, that is, it is a crude violation for the standards of human rights, etc. See that there should be an ombudsman person to deal with all these things. So there, I think in internal ombudsman is there in every institution who will deal with, because the person affected should raise their voice so that they can come to that level to mitigate the gap and to find a solution. Measure to ensure the thing in workplace, code of conduct and ethics. So as I told you, there should be some code of ethics which is to be followed, that should be documented and that should be given to the workplace. You have to follow all these things. Compliance by top management should monitor this. They have a corporate governance policy, but they should monitor what is going on there. Integrated ethics with the management, open communication. So integrated ethics means all the people should join together with the management and cooperate with them. There should be an open communication between what is good and good. There is an atmosphere, trust is there, employees participation, appointing ombudsman. So we are living in the circle of trust. We trust each other and the employees participation is there, and appointing an ombudsman will. So I think there is an ombudsman, internal ombudsman is there to deal with all these things. Banking ethic is different. Banking ethic is a specialized set of ethical standards and rules that should be followed in the activities of financial institution and employees of the banking sector. In banking ethic is a system of rules and standards of conduct for banking and staff. So we have certain rules and policies which we have to follow according to negotiable instrument and according to the Indian Contract Act. In work time we have to follow like this, and other than work we have to follow certain principles which when we are dealing with the customers. These are all the banking ethics which we have to follow. In short, what are the policies and principles instituted by the banks by way of documented thing we have to follow in banking ethics. So the banking ethics are two levels of manifestation. There are two levels, that is from the corporate banking, that is banking etiquette, that is what type of etiquette, that is what type of attire you are having, what type of dressing code you should have, or what are the rules of conduct of employees, how you have to deal with the superiors, is there any hurdle, everyday hurdle will be there, how you are dealing with the customers, what are the things you have to do's and don'ts. These are all corporate banking ethics, and depending upon the scope can be distinguished in two of banking ethics, that is internal and external. Internal banking ethics contains rules of conduct between bank managers, shareholders and employees. This type of ethics is designed to create a favorable psychological effect. This in between shareholders, managers and shareholders are also one of the owners of the company. If there is a mutual trust between the shareholders and the employees and the managers, to a certain extent, everything can be compromised, everything can be sold. And the external ethic is nothing. Banking ethic is govern the conduct of bank managers, employees to their customers, how they are dealing with the customers. That is what is called external ethics. See, principles of mutual trust is there in banking, because we are dealing in a world where we are mutually trusted, mutually benefited. Principle of good intention is there. We don't want to demoralize anybody. We don't want to threat anybody. People of ethical improvement, that is principle of ethical improvement, because we should have standards which we have derived. We are dealing with everybody. Principle of demonopolization, we don't have any caste, creed or color discrimination. We should abide by all the rules. And principle of conflict between their business interest and contributors. So there should not be any conflict of interest between the business person and the people who are living in the bank. So the staff should seriously think about the customers, and customer is the king and he will give the business. The last but the least is whistleblowing. Whistleblowing means there is something. Who is the whistleblowing? You might have seen in a football match that the referee is having a whistle. He will, just a minute. He will whistle. Sometimes he will be whistling. That indicates that there is a foul. Foul means there is something which is going on against the law which is instituted. So in football match, there is a law which is to be followed, and if it is going against that, he will immediately make a whistle. There is a foul. He will decide what to do. So here, whistleblowing means you are also whistleblowing through whistleblowing. You are also exposing this to the higher authorities or to the public that some foul is going in an organization or outside. This is what is called whistleblowing. So employees reporting suspected wrongdoing at workplace is termed as whistleblowing. Employees reporting suspected wrongdoing at workplace is termed as whistleblowing. So they are reporting some suspected thing. This is known as whistleblowing. Officially, whistleblowing is called making a disclosure in the public interest. So you might have heard in press, media, newspapers, etc., that so many things are coming into place because of whistleblowing only. Some of them are very crucial, something which has happened really, which even some of the vigilance officers or CBI officers cannot think of it. So many things has come because of press media, because of the whistleblowing. Only somebody might have told this and whistleblower and this external things has cropped up and that has come to the media press, they have made it public. So officially whistleblowing is called making a disclosure in the public interest. That is the main thing. Whistleblower is a person who reports to expose illegal activity or misconduct occurring in an organization. So whenever there is a foul, just like I told you in the football match, if there is a fraud or anything, you can report to your higher authorities. So there are two types of whistleblower, internal and external. Most of the whistleblower opts for internal whistleblowing, nothing but exposing or reporting the misconduct to next superior, peer or higher authorities. You are reporting this thing to your higher authorities. Suppose you are reporting to your manager, manager is not taking any action. You can report to your regional manager, or you can even report to your vigilance manager who can take the action. There is no harm, but the thing should be correct. There should be something which has happened. You should be sure about it. So you are whistleblowing. That is, you are reporting something which has happened, which has occurred, which is against the law of banking inside the banking industry, or you are going to report something as a bankman. You are, whenever you are going outside, you are a citizen of India. You are a citizen of that place, and you found that something is going which is against the principle of democracy or against the principle of something that you don't like it. You can report to the press or media or to the government. So external whistleblower is to report the misconduct to media, press, lawyer, or local or state government. These are all important. What is internal whistleblowing? What is external whistleblowing? They will ask you. So what about the whistleblower policy that is coming? So internal whistleblower, when the whistleblower reports the wrongdoing to the official at higher position in the organization, the usual subject of internal whistleblowing are disloyalty, improper contact, indiscipline, insubordination, and discipline. As I told you, the manager is going to charge it, or the manager is going to give a memo. Similarly, in some organization, they will suspend and dismiss the employee without giving the terminal benefit. Such things are also happen in some organizations. So whenever there is a wrongdoing appeared, when it has been reported, and when an inquiry has been subsequently done and it has came to the light that the thing is really there, the employees will be, or the person who has done this will be done punishment. This is what is called whistleblowing after effect. Okay. So external whistleblower means where the wrongdoings are reported to the people outside the organization, like media, public interest groups of enforcement agencies. It is called external whistleblower. Whistleblowers Protection Act is there. That is 2014. Every complaint has to include the identity of the complainant. The Vigilance Commission shall not disclose the identity of the complainant except to the head of the department if deems necessary. The Act penalizes any person who has disclosed the identity of the complainant. Suppose we are going to complain as per Whistleblowers Protection Act, and I am going to complain. My name should be there to the head of the authority. But the head of the authority should not report my name to any of the person other than the head. And if the head or the person who knows about my name should not disclose it, and if he is going to disclose my name, he will be penalized, he will be put into jail sometimes. So such protection is there. So we don't have to worry. The protection is very hard and very good protection is given. We can report anything without any fear or frustration. So the Act prescribes penalties for making false complaints. Suppose you are making a false complaint, so I can make any whistleblowing. I am going to whistleblow something else which is not happened. And subsequently an inquiry has been done, and if it is not done, you will be punished because you are wrongly using that policy. So whenever somebody is using some wrongful things, whenever wrongly you are using, you will be punished because you are a wrongdoer. This is also against ethics. Okay. Ethics and technology. This is the last one in ethics. What do you mean by technology? Suppose we are all living in the technological world today. We are also living in the technology, technology-oriented world, because in every sphere of activities, technology has improved, which has given you the speed of work, saves time, and the transparency is there to a great extent. Because it is unlike yesteryears. Yesteryears, everything was manual. Nowadays, everything is technologically oriented. With a click of button, everything is possible. You have to sit in your house and you can make whatever may be the banking transaction. If there is any error, the server or the, I mean the, the machine will found out and the error will be immediately cleared within minutes or without the turnaround time, because you are having ATM failed transaction. There is a turnaround time and there is a fine for the bank also to pay to the customer. Taking into account all these things, you will be better suited. You can make your complaint to banking ombudsman. So these are all possible because of the immediate technological development, and which has rooted through the technological world to boost the industry as well as different organizations as well as banks, which are supposed to be the customer oriented, service oriented industry which is prevailing in the Indian economy. So as a matter of fact, whenever there is technology, whenever there is speed is incurred, whenever there is saving of time, you should be careful. That is the thing. Suppose you are using your computer, you are all dealing with your computer in the organization and you are using your computer. Whenever you are using your computer, you should be very sensitive because you should not allow anybody to use your computer. Use your computer means you should not allow anybody to use your user ID or password. You should not share your password or ID to anybody, and you should not unlock your computer whenever you are going. Sorry, lock. You should lock your computer. Merely don't go away by unlocking the computer. If anybody has used this computer and made any transaction, he will not be held liable. You will be only held liable. So there are certain privacy policy in email also. Some of the emails has to be given to the branch officials who are concerned, who can take care of this, and some of the emails are configurated for customer attention, etc. This is also according to the email privacy policy. So as a whole, technology is taken. What is ethics means? There are certain areas which are prevented from taking into account, that we should not go there. And moreover, when there are areas which are to be very sensitive, very theoretical as well as very practical, we should give room for that in a sincere way, in an attentive way, to mitigate any difficulties which may arise in future and to stop that forever. So in technology, you should be careful. What are the ethics I told you? You should not give your password or ID to anybody. Like that, whatever may be the technology you are interacting with you in your banking field, you should not spare with anybody. Okay. So this is all about ethics, which I want to spare here. Just a minute. I hope I am audible to all of you. Hello. Any interaction? Am I audible? Hello. 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 Yes, somebody has at least given a result that I am audible. You can see me also. You cannot speak me, na? You are not able to speak to me. I am sorry. Okay, I don't know the technical behind it. Transaction from this meeting may be served, saved, and shared with apps and others by participant with its relevant permission based on the settings configured on this meeting. Okay, so, yes, I am asking whether whether they are audible, whether I am audible, I am asking. So I have stopped my.
Okay, sir, audible, sir, audible.
No, just a minute. I do have something else to share with.
Audible, sir, audible.
Okay, fine. They are attending, but they cannot speak to me, Anna. That is the problem, Anna.
So you want, I can put the unmute, sir, no problem.
No. I am just asking what is the, because since it is going online, I am thinking whether, just a minute.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Just a minute. Give me a second, please. Anna.
Sir, please let me know when you want to interact. That time we'll unmute.
Okay. Just a minute. I will come to you.
Okay, sir. Okay.
See here, you can, I think you can see the screen. Hello, my dear friends, you can see the screen, I hope so. And I am also
Sir, a
audible.
little bit, sir, you can make it zoom.
Oh, you want me to make it
Screen,
zoom
yeah.
in? Okay, then I have to save this and I have to show them. Okay.
Yeah, because
Just a
for
minute.
YouTube viewers, the large screen required, sir.
So just a minute. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
C2 ethics. Is it visible now? Is it in a visible manner? Can everybody see this? Oh, sorry. Is it visible? Hello? Viju Panikar? Hello? Okay. See, some questions I will discuss here, others you can study yourself. Who is considered by father of the modern ethics? That is, some answers are given on the last thing. See, I will tell you. Some 50 or 49 questions are here, which I have recollected for you from different textbooks, etc. That has been shared in the respective group also who has attended the session. Those who do not have the thing, I will share it with you, don't worry, because I think this will be a little bit benefit to you if you study this thing. Okay. Yes, 36 are there. Okay. Around 36 questions are there. So what is business ethics? What are the 4 standards that can be expressed in ethical custody that we have studied? Everything is there. So here, see what are the ethical dilemma occurs when it occurs. Answers are given, objective type answers are given. You can easily see golden rules of ethics says don't react to others, do as you want to do you. That is the main thing. This question is perhaps this is most important question which can be asked for onward. That is, don't react to others, do as you want to do to you, do as you wish to behave above, none of the above. Okay, so here do as you want to do to you. So how will you react? Empathize. That is the main thing here. Empathize with others means you are going to empathize. Had it been happened to me, what can I do for the real things happen to him? This is the thing which you are. So empathize with him is the most important answer. So, which of the following is an unethical behavior of an employee? Honesty and integrity, selling gold bond by assuring higher returns respect of others. You can see that C is the best answer because selling gold bonds by assuring higher return. Suppose you are selling your insurance products by way of by fake selling. Fake selling means you are telling the features and benefits in order to achieve the sales. That is not an ethics. That is and that is unethical behavior. Suppose we used to say something in order to canvas more sales. Canvas, I am telling you an example. Something has happened in the banking industry also ever before because we used to say because what is called equity linked savings scheme is there or other things are there and the customer is asking, sir, I don't want ELS scheme because I am not totally aware of it. So it will may fall or it may go up according to the market condition. I want a systematic investment plan. So you are telling more about the ELS scheme and you are selling some false information also. So that is unethical buy. If you are telling right information, that is good. Okay. So that is there. Ethical dilemma occurs. When ethical dilemma occurs, there is a clash between the two rights, conflict between the right and the less right, disagreement between the right and wrong people. So it will happen whenever it is there is a disagreement. So there is a good question here. I have incorporated some elaborate question. See, a branch manager has frequent business contact with customers, suppliers, and I mean, just a minute. A branch manager has frequent business contact with the customers, suppliers, and creditors in the course of performing professional duties. Which of the following circumstances would mostly like to threaten the manager's adherence to the ethical principles of standards of ethical practice. So here, he is in favor of the customers. He used to help the customers. There is a good manager. He used to take business. He is always thinking about the business. Very sincere man. He is very quiet, obligable to his senior officer, whoever it is, regional manager or zonal manager. He is a team leader. He is liked by his fellow beings, etc. is there. But what happened is the manager accepted 2 IPL T20 tickets from a supplier and flew to stadium in the company's jet along with a number of suppliers executives. So this is a wrongdoing. The manager speak about quarterly and professional, everything is good. But when he is accepting some, it is just like a bribe. So accepting bribe is not at all acceptable in ethics. So if you are going to accept something like that, it is against the ethical principles, and you are not doing any ethic things there. That is short. That is a very detailed case study I have given here. And moreover, just a minute, I will discuss something. That is the thing which is explained here. That's why I would like to discuss here. Just a minute. Some more studies are here. I hope so. Mr. Jaspal was recently tried and convicted in court for producing and selling illegal narcotic drugs. None of the activity occurred during working hours, and Jaspal performed duties as a clerk without incident during the period of illegal activity. Jaspal has argued that because the illegal activity was unrelated to Jaspal's service as a clerk, no ethical violation has been committed. Which provision of the ethical practice is most likely to apply in Jaspal's illegal action? Competence, confidentiality, integrity, credibility. Here you will be getting confused. What is competence? Is it confidentiality because he has kept it confidentiality? Integrity is there, credibility is there. So here the answer is integrity. The integrity of Mr. Jaspal was affected because of the wrongdoing. He is selling some stuff which is unofficial, which is not accepted to sell, and he says that he is selling whenever he is out of the bank. He is not doing any work inside the bank. He is going outside the bank and he is selling all these things. And so I am not involved in this sales. I am doing my duty and I am going back. This is not at all related to bank. But whenever you are in life, whenever you are performing in wrongdoing, you are dealing in a service industry. There is a circle of trust. Everything believes you. There is a mutual intention. There is a principle of integrity, principle of mutual trust. Everything will come to you. So your integrity is affected. In Kochi branch of South India Gramin Bank, Mr. Raju, a new professional officer, went to cashier's cabin for some work, leaving his system user ID open. Another employee, Mr. Anand, on pretext of checking balance, comes to Raju's system and authorized an entry by debiting branch income and crediting to customer's account. The transaction was entered by Mr. Anand from his login ID. Now the branch manager, while checking the vouchers and matching with the system, noticed this unauthorized work done by Mr. Anand and issued a show cause notice to both Raju and Anand. BM also discussed this with the manager of another. BM also discussed this with the manager of another manager. So, who among the following have performed unethically? That is the main question. The question relates to something related to the technology which we have just ended up. That is, see, a person has been under the probationary period, he does not know anything about the technology, but usually he believes, mutual trust, mutual intention is there, he believes and he doesn't unlock, immediately he went to the chest with his chavi or etc. with his key and it was open, and another officer or another employee has used this system to honor a transaction which is very, very dangerous because branch commission is debited and another customer account is credited. So there is a fraud, malafide intention is going on there. This has happened through the poor fellow which has opened the mission and he didn't lock it. So this will become the transaction of the probationary officer, Mr. Raju only. Here the manager, see, wrongdoing, following have performed ethically. Who has performed it? Mr. Raju, Mr. Anand, branch manager, all the above. See here, Mr. BM also worked unethically, though he did not right job by issuing show cause to both the staff members, but Friends, when this kind of unethical issues happen in any branch, then must have acted a whistleblower and reported the matters by immediate higher authority, that is regional, zoner or controlling officers in this. Because there is an ethical dilemma also in the mind of the bank. What to do? I am going to issue immediately charge sheet to both of them. I am not responsible. He is also responsible in one sense that he didn't report this matter to his higher authority. It has to be reported to higher authority. What they are saying, he has to act. He doesn't have the authority to immediately give vouchers. Sir, I have found something here. I am only a whistleblower. I am whistleblowing this act which has happened in my branch. I am reporting this to you, sir. What I have to do, you tell me. Shall I issue a memo? Shall I make an inquiry from the regional office regarding this thing? Etc. has to be shared, and that has to be done by the principal officer who is the in charge of regional office or something like that. They will guide the branch manager, and according to their instruction, the branch manager can act there. This is some of the questions. So I have shared more questions like this. You can go with this and you can find some answers here. I think some of you might be happy. Okay, Biju, Biju.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So then you can open it to them.
Yeah. I opened, sir. I opened. You can discuss with sir. Please open your mic and you can have a discussion with Vijay Kumar, sir. Any doubt you can clear.
Okay, Telugu group also we will post this. Mr. Biju Panikar.
Yeah, I will post, sir. Will post.
You are having this MCQ. Otherwise, I will send it once again. Please post it in Telugu group also. So if anybody would like to give me feedback or anything to be asked, they can ask. You have the liberty to ask me. So tell me what you want, friends. Within my knowledge, I can interact.
One by one, you can ask. Please ask your doubts. You can unmute and ask.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, please tell about the difference between value and ethics.
Value and ethics. Okay. See, value, moral, custom. You can interconnect with this. Okay. Srimati Vijayarishmi or Sudha? Who asked this question? Sudha.
No, I am Srija Seduram.
Acha, Srija Seduram from which place may I know?
Trivandrum, Kerala Financial Corporation.
Trivandrum University. I am also from Trivandrum, madam. Okay. So, okay. See, we have value. Value in the sense means moral value. Okay. In ethics, you have to think it as a moral value, customs and practice, culture, etc. We are practicing. See, what you have to do from childhood onwards, we have been told by so many cultural activities. Culture in the sense, what we are deriving. We have to pray to the God. You should go to the puja room and make some pujas or etc. Study in the early morning or study whatever lessons you are having. Respect your elders or respect other persons who are coming there. Or be patient with what you are. Don't make any calls like that. So many things are there. These are all some of the moral values which we are getting from inside the family circle or inside your gurus or something like that, or inside your schools or college, etc., which you are following, which you have been imparted by the separate segmented people. But here, ethic is different. You have to derive something from your mind. Just like I told you, somebody is gossiping there. I don't have the time. I don't go there. My ethics won't allow. And some lady is standing at the back end of the queue. I am not going by law. My ethics won't allow. I have to help that old lady. Something is derived from your mind. Suppose an old man is standing in the dust. You are sitting comfortably. You are standing and telling him, my dear old man, you please sit here. You are almost 85 years of age. Thank you, madam. God may bless you, he will say. So these are all some of the ethics derived from your mind over a period of time which you have interacted or from your character. Okay, Sudha Seduram, I got you. I think yeah, you got the idea behind it.
Okay, sir, I got the idea. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes.
So this is on ethics only or marketing also?
Hello.
So these MCQs are only on ethics topic or marketing also?
Marketing also there. I can from which group, sir? You are from which group?
from English group.
From
English.
English group. So Biju Panikar, I will tell Biju.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Biju, somebody is asking from English group. We have to share. I think we have already shared. With
Already
English
share,
group.
sir. One more time we share. No problem.
I have taken a class for session for
Yes,
English
yes,
people.
sir. We can give, sir.
And
Already
you can-
given. One more time.
Acha. May I know who is speaking, sir? May I know your name, sir?
Kedar, sir.
Pardon? Kiran.
Kedar, sir.
Sridhar. Acha, Sridhar, don't worry. You will be getting, please be in touch with Mr. Biju Panikar. He will share with you which group you tell me. Which group you have to put it, we will put it in the same group. Okay. Don't worry
Okay,
about
no,
don't worry because that answer is also given. My sincere opinion is try to answer yourself. If there is any mistake, you find the answer. Again, try to answer, you will be benefited. And I think these are all some of the questions from my personal end, not from the institute end. This is from my personal end I am giving to all the candidates. Institute is having a threshold of questions. So you can attend so many more questions. If time permits, you can attend that also. That will be benefited for you. So I think you are all preparing well for the examination. Can I interact with you? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
are,
sir.
you are all preparing for well for the examination. The examination is at the hand, very near to your house or very near to your mouth. Don't worry. Be cool, calm, collected. Read as far as marketing and ethics is concerned. Don't study anything by heart. Read the contents. Read as much as possible through the textbook or through the notes which I have given or the textbook of Institute of Banking Studies or the MCQ. Read it and understand. That will suffice. You can score more than 20 marks within the margin of 25 marks. So altogether, they will be asking some 5 or 7 questions, maximum 10 questions from ethics and another 20 to 25 questions from marketing. This is the practice. Sometimes they may limit it to 5 questions from ethics and 20 questions from marketing. So given due importance should be given to marketing and also give the similar importance to ethics also. But our focal point should be marketing because marketing is very important than ethics and ethics follows marketing. So I understand, I think that you understand the point of difference between these two, but don't throw away ethics. Ethics also you study, but give due importance to marketing. What are all the things that we have explained here? MCQ is also on the one hand there. Institute mock test is also there. Altogether, you will be getting more than 75 to 80 questions in marketing alone. So that is sufficient for you to understand the conceptual as well as the basic things. Another thing is ethics is there. I have given you enough questions. Some other questions are there in the mock test of Institute of Banking Studies. That also you can take away from the institute portal. That you can practice. So altogether, you will be exercising more than 75 to 80 questions for both the schedule. That is more than enough. If you know the basics, that is more than enough. People have started and got 80 to 85 marks during last week. So my own students got even 80 to 85 marks for principles of banking. But I don't say that they might have scored for marketing, but they told me that marketing was easy for them. That was a cakewalk for them. That is the word they have used, cakewalk for them, and they find it very easy because they struggled, they studied. That is the thing. Okay, so they got almost all the people got even more than 65. But during last time it was a difficult paper. Even some of them got also good marks because they studied according to the pattern which I have delivered it to you. But also you should also study according to your style. Okay, going through this, if you have any study pattern in your mind, there is enough time. Don't worry. Even though the examination is at hand, don't worry. There is enough time. But devote your time very effectively and constructively from the point of examination. Don't think anything about this. Only examination. Think about the examination. Write the examination. Success will be yours. Okay, all of you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So,
Okay, sir.
so you can tell any feedback about the program. If any feedback somebody would like to point out, that also can be a better thing for us in order to continue for the next batch. Please tell any feedback. If anybody is able to tell any feedback, you can also tell.
Yes, friends, please come with your feedbacks now. Yes, you can unmute and tell.
good support from IBS.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. How was today's program? It was a new innovation from our part. That is why we are asking. Isn't it, Vijay Panikar? This is a new innovation, eh?
Yes, yes, sir. I knew.
This is a new innovation which we have started through YouTube, etc. How do you find? What is your feedback that we are asking? Because based on strategy, again, I am doing some marketing. You see, I am taking some feedback. I have to do error or drop error. I have to do it. So tell me, what is your feedback? Hello. Any feedback, please come forward. Come forward, Anna, please.
Yes, sir. Very helpful. Like that chat coming. Chat box. So many feedback.
Chat box it is.
Good evening, sir. This is Shivakumar.
Sir, tell me.
Sir, today's class is very nice, sir, and this new innovation idea is so very helpful, sir. And some of the other language people also can understand English scrolling.
Okay.
And the class is also very interesting, sir.
Okay, how was the language? How was the language understanding? Is it understandable to you, my English?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I am blessed.
So thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your feedback.
So some more feedback we need, because we are badly in need of some feedback, because this is a new innovation. Please asking like question, give me feedback also. There is nothing to hide. Tell me.
Sir, one more request, sir. With this, all the classes are completed now, so we can post the questions. How many questions we can post? It will be helpful, sir.
Okay, that we will run. Don't worry.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So any feedback from lady side, female side? Nobody told me. Only males are coming. Please. Hello.
Biju sir, one dilemma was there in the afternoon. I think the people are getting postponing exam. Is it are these rumors or
We are not. You are not audible, sir. Please see your connectivity and make your connectivity from, sir.
now we can listen?
So we are thankful. So the audibility is very poor, sir.
Now
Okay, Vijay sir, shall we wind up, sir?
Yes, we can wind up. Yes, tell me.
So we are closing the session.
No, somebody would like to tell something. Please ask. Some lady voice came. Who is
Yes,
that?
sir. I am again Srija. Srija Sridharam.
Very good.
Sir, your presentation was so good to understand the terms used in the topic ethics.
Okay. Thankful.
Because it will be very helpful to us to understand the
Concept. Okay. Concept, understanding everything.
yeah. Understand the question easily to answer it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Srida, where are you? Trivandrum, where are you staying? Srija?
Shastamangalam.
I belong to Srivaraham. Okay, Srivaraham.
Srivara. Okay, sir.
But I am taking the session from Palakkad from my wife's house. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I used to come there in Srivaraham. You might be knowing about Srivaraham. Glad to note that a native of Trivandrum has helped me to give me a feedback.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to hear
ma'am.
this, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
Okay,
Thank
good
you.
night,
Thank you. Good night. All the best.
Biju sir,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sir, there was I think message going on to WhatsApp that exam is getting postponed. Is it
No,
right?
no, sir, it's a wrong message only. I think some venues only change.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine because people have started preparing. Then there will be a like. It is better to clear it now, and you can put it on group. Okay.
Actually, in different some members receiving the venue change message only. That's all.
Yeah. That's what. Because here there was no message on the IIBF also.
Postponed word only they are not used anywhere.
That's fine because it's a normal situation now. Last time it got postponed,
Yes.
but this time I think I know.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Please,
So tomorrow
carry
classes
on.
there, right?
Please, continue the preparations. Tomorrow accountancy classes we have.
Morning and afternoon.
Workshop class. That also please participate. Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you all. So all the best to all of you. So all the best to all of you. All the best to all of you from my end. Please participate and study.
Yeah,
So all the best.
tomorrow accountancy BNC module will start. morning 6 o'clock. Please join. Link will be shared to you very soon. Thank you once again, Vijay Kumar sir, for your excellent session.
Thank you. And all the best to all the mighty candidates
All
who
the
have
best.
attended this, and all the best to all who are the candidates of IBS to come successful with the flying colors. Okay, that
Yes,
is my
yes,
aim.
sir. We'll now we'll wind up the sessions.
Okay, thank you, Viju. I am winding up. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you
Thank you, sir.
very much all participants for